Hello everybody and welcome. We are recapping yesterday's developer stream in this video. They announced the PTS this Friday. They announced or revealed what next season's going to be with the modifiers and mutiny. They shared some new gear, exotics. We're going to go over it all in this video and just go over what they went over kind of in bite size so it's much shorter for you in case you missed the stream or anything like that. Lots of spoilers though for those that don't want to know about next season. They don't want to know about the PTS. They just want to wait until it lands. You might want to cross off now. So let's get right to the good stuff. Companions, this has been a big thing. What are the companions going to be in the next season? Well, they revealed it, and as soon as we log in on the new season and on the PTS this Friday, if you get access to the PTS, you'll be able to do this. You're going to have a new side mission called Mutiny Hotspot. You're going to have to go to this location to basically start off the seasonal modifiers and start off the companion. When you get there, there's going to be a true sun that helps you. And after you clear the encounter, you're going to be able to recruit the companion. Now, this companion is going to act like an active modifier. And there's 3 companions. There's an assault, there's an engineer, and there's a medic. And the way in which you're going to be able to unlock the active modifiers next season is by finding these companions in the open world. They're kind of just going to come and join and help you. And once they're there, you'll have the option to basically recruit them or not. And the first one is given to you for free. The rest of them, you just got to go out and find. Now, when you go into the active modifiers, you can see here for the assault companion that they just found in the clip. This assault companion is going to be able to fire an RPG that deals explosive damage and inflicts bleed to all enemies within 7 meters. And that's kind of what the assault companion does. It then has some traits, it has some companion stats, and just like last season, you're going to be able to level up this active modifier. Last season, we were able to level them up to improve the stats or whatnot. It's going to be the same this season. You'll be able to use them, level them up, and as they get higher level, you're going to get some bonus attributes and bonus stats. One thing to take note of with the companions is the traits. You can see on this one here that Yannick has equipped. There's 2 traits. There's fast metabolism and there's long range operator. So he's getting 20% movement speed for a 20% health reduction there and 20% damage for every 20 meters distance to target. Now, the traits, depending on the companion you find, will be different. Everything else will be the same, but across all 3 of the active modifiers, all 3 of the different companions, these traits can change. And as you play through the season, you'll find more companions and you'll be able to recruit them and replace your old one if you find traits that you like better than the ones that you have, which I think's real cool. Nothing else will change and no other progression will change. So for example, if we did get this assault companion, we leveled them up to max level, and we found another assault companion that had traits that we liked the sounds of better, and we wanted to recruit them in, they'd still keep the same level and things like that, just that the traits would change. Now, they did show gameplay and explain how the companions are actually going to work in-game, and I'm going to try my best now to recap on that for you. So they're going to be with you. If you're playing solo, your companion's going to be with you, and they're going to be fighting with you. There he is there. He's just fighting. He's doing stuff. Now, with the T key on PC, I think it's up on the D-pad on controller, you can command your companion to do different stuff. You can make them go into cover. You can make them target certain enemies. You can make them do a lot of stuff. And this all ties into the global modifier for the season. So on the global modifier, we're not going to read through all this now. I'm going to go over this on the PTS. We're going to do a video on this over the weekend. But everything you make your companion do is going to have like a bonus for you. So you can see them there, like priority kill. If a companion kills a target you marked for attack, you're going to get 25% weapon handling for 12 seconds. If you reposition your companion, so companion completes a move to cover order, you get 20% reload speed for 7 seconds. If collateral kill, if your companion kills an enemy without your help or command, you get plus 12 CL. Whatever that is. So you're going to be able to command your companion to do stuff, and this is going to be giving you buffs as you go. And I just figured out what that plus 12 to CL is. That is the command link. So as well as commanding your companion and having them help you in combat, there is a command link that is charging, which acts like a special. And the special for the Assault Companion is the RPG, so they'll fire that RPG. Now, this is kind of like if you think back to this season, Zealot or whatever, it's just that special. It's pressing T, it's waiting for the cooldown, it's pressing T again to use Zealot again. Well, you're going to be able to do that with your companion. So you'll be able to command your companion to do stuff at all times, but then once you've got your special, you can use that and he's going to fire that RPG at an enemy or something. And each of the companions have the different sort of specials that will charge up and that you can use. So that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to have a companion next season. You're going to be able to command the companion to do whatever. They'll be able to join you in combat in all the open world and the open world missions. I don't think they're going to be able to follow you into raids or incursions or countdown, potentially not even summit or anything like that. It might only be to the open world and the missions from what they were saying. They wasn't 100% conclusive on that. Yannick was like, you'd have to ask Bersy. But yeah, I wouldn't expect you to be running around raids or incursions with your companion or even the dark zone. That's not going to be a thing. So people wondering, are you going to have your companion in those activities? No, you're not. It's probably just going to be open world and main missions. So another question I know people are going to ask is, well, what about co-op? How's this going to work in co-op? Well, if you play with a group of friends, you can only have one companion out at a time. So imagine now I'm with a squad, I put my companion out. They will not be able to use their companion. However, they will still be taking advantage of their like passive modifiers and things like that. They're still going to work based on what my companion is doing. Now, if they wanted to bring their companion out, they can bring their companion out and that will replace my companion. And they'll have a 30-second window where that companion won't be able to be replaced. So they'll be able to bring theirs out, use theirs, and then after that 30 seconds, another squad member can bring their companion out. And this can be on rotation. You can kind of use this as a tactical advantage, maybe, depending on who's got their cooldown for their control link with the companion or whatever, but you can only have one at a time and you can replace them as you're playing depending on what squad member has the wants this companion out. And as I said, for the passive modifiers, which again we're not going to go through today, we'll go through over the weekend, but any passive modifiers you have equipped for buffs are still going to count even if your teammate has a companion out. Here's a quick look at what it looks like when you are deciding between two different companions. See, Yannick recruited an engineer yesterday, but then he found another engineer. So it'll show you on the screen when you're looking at them. The current engineer, he has fast metabolism and high profile. So 20% movement speed for 20% less health and 50% threat generation and 50% armor. However, the new engineer has cool-headed where you gain command link 50% faster when out of armor and EMP capable where carries and throws EMP grenades. So you can look at the different perks here and you can decide to recruit the new one so you have those new perks or keep the one that you got. And this is going to be throughout the season. So I don't know how many different perks these companions come with or anything like that. There's probably going to be some form of meta of what people are going to want to have. But again, when you do the swaps in recruitment and you hire a new one, it doesn't affect any level gains or anything like that you have for your current active modifier or companion, which means it's kind of risk-free in that way. If it's something that you really want, go for it. Now, all this is going to be playable in the PTS this Friday. My aim is to get on, play around with this, and give you some more detailed videos. We're going to go through the new seasonal modifier in full, show you the passive modifiers, things like that, and have a play around with it and give you some gameplay as well. So I look forward to getting onto that on Friday for you. But before we end the video, we do have all of the new gear and exotics as well. We'll start with the new exotic rifle called the Bittersweet. This comes with a talent called Transfusion. Hitting headshots build stacks up to a max of 8. When shooting an ally or skill, you repair them for 2.5% of the shot's damage for each stack. Healed allies will receive 200% of your repair skills bonus as bonus armor for each stack for 10 seconds. All hits are guaranteed headshots for 8 seconds after healing an ally or skill while at maximum stats. It sounds very interesting, especially that all hits are guaranteed headshots for 8 seconds after healing an ally or skill while at maximum stacks. So I'm thinking get to maximum stacks, have guaranteed headshots. Sounds quite cool, all while giving your teammates some heals and bonus armor. Pretty sure this is a exotic classic. Was it an exotic M1A people were saying in chat? I'm not sure. But yeah, we got a new exotic rifle coming. Well, personally, I'm more excited for the new exotic shotgun called the Sheriff. This has a talent called Autentico. Is that? It gives 35% weapon damage, 100% accuracy with no damage drop off. These bonuses are built into the weapon's base stats. This is just base. Don't need to work. It's just absolute power. 35% weapon damage, 100% accuracy, no damage drop off. That sounds to me like that shotgun's going to be able to be used at range as well. I can't wait to get a hold of this on the PTS and put a shotgun build together and see how this performs. Love shotguns in games, never really enjoyed them in the Division 2 unless it's for like stacking purposes. Used to like the showstopper in the Division 1, but this could be it. This could be my shotgun in the Division 2. And the next thing I'm really excited about is the new Unit Alloys brand set. So they're showing you the named holster that you get here. Again, we're not going to go over all the different named items or talents today. We're going to use the PTS this weekend to give you some more in-depth videos. But I do want to talk about this brand set because Unit Alloys comes with these 3-piece bonuses. The first one is 5% rate of fire. The second one is 20% assault rifle damage. And the third one is 50% magazine size. Now, straight away, I'm thinking Ninja Bike Backpack, 2 of these, and 3 Striker. I'm going to have a Striker build with an additional 20% assault rifle damage for my St. Elmo's with a mag size of plus 50%. I'm pretty sure that's what True Patriot does when you get the mag size on that thereabouts. And the mag size of the Elmos goes up to between 70 or 80 rounds. This is going to be insane, I think. I can't wait to test this out. I don't know how insane, but it's going to be one hell of a huge mag. The additional 20% assault rifle damage is going to help a ton. I don't think it's going to be hitting the hardest compared to the normal striker build, say, but I think that mag size, additional rate of fire with Gunner, I can't wait to check this out. Very excited about this brand set. We do have a new gear set as well called Concentrated Company, where for wearing 2 pieces of this, you're going to get weapon damage, 3 pieces weapon handling, and then 4 pieces camaraderie, the talent. So shooting an enemy is going to mark them for 7 seconds. When a marked enemy dies, you receive 1 stack of 3% weapon damage for each ally or skill that has contributed to killing that enemy. Max stacks will be 35, and they decay every 10 seconds. Maximum amount of marks that can be placed is 3. Not sure about this one, to be honest with you. Like, you do get weapon damage and weapon handling as the other bonuses, but is that going to beat striker stacks? Is that going to beat is it breaking point stacks? Is that going to I don't know. We'll have a play around with this, but I'm more excited about the brand set. And you may notice the exotic chest piece there as well. The new exotic chess piece coming in a new season is Beacon, and the exotic talent on this is Bond. Both you and your allies receive 20% critical hit damage and 10% skill efficiency, and 1% armor regen when an ally is within 10 meters of you. And you receive 10% crit damage, 5% skill efficiency, and 0.5% armor when one of your skills is within 10 meters of you. Only the highest group of buffs can be active at one time. I'm not too excited by this one, I don't think. I don't think this is anything I'm going to personally use. Just because I think there's just far stronger talents on chess pieces out there. So I'm not sure why I personally use this as a chess piece. But like Yannick says, it's not always about breaking the meta. It's not always about bringing us something that's better. And, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it's just about, here's a different way to play. Here's a different way to have fun. And yeah, that's fine. But personally, for me, yeah, it's going to be the brand set I'm looking forward to, and that Sheriff Shotgun. For those wondering what is going to be on the Season Pass and what's going to be on the Climax mission, the Sheriff Shotgun is going to be on the Climax mission. You have to wait all the way to the end of the season for that, which I'm sad about, and the other exotics will be on the Season Pass track. With that said, we're pretty much done on a recap from yesterday. This is what they went over. A few other things that come to mind is people were asking, why can't this be permanent? They loved the idea of companions and they wanted it to be a permanent feature. Like this season when they released Retaliation, this was a permanent feature that they were releasing. They thought that maybe companions should have been the same. Well, Yannick said this is only for this season. It is not permanent. At the end of next season, Mutiny, the companion feature will go. It's been built for modifiers. It's only to be live during this season with the modifiers. However, he did hint that, you know, maybe if we really enjoy this, that maybe in the future there's something that they can think of bringing into game based off the feedback they get from this season. He spoke about the seasonal modifiers, how they're in a position where they can have a lot more fun with these. They can do a lot of different things. It's not just about giving us power. Like, how often can they give us a different form of movement speed or power or whatnot? It's about what other fun can we have. This is one of those seasons where they get to do that with the companion. And when they do this, it's not something that can stay permanently. But if we really do love it, then it's potential for future updates of bringing some form of it back. So we kind of said that. Yannick and Leo were also asked about the Halloween event. Will we be having a Christmas event because the Halloween event was so good? Yannick's response to that was, we did a Halloween event. It was very successful. Everybody loved it. So, of course, we're not going to do that again. He was a bit sarcastic with the reply there, which pretty much hinted 100% we're going to have some form of Christmas event in December. So, look out for that. I'd expect maybe Christmas decorations again, kind of like how they did the Halloween decorations at the base of operations around the open world. I'd expect, I don't know, maybe another NPC again, another NPC project potentially. I don't know. Something similar to the Halloween event, though, I would expect come holiday season. And finally, the last thing I can think about is someone asked the question about, for veteran players, is there going to be more difficult content added? So they're probably talking about more raids and incursions and things like that. Again, there's no raids or incursions coming anytime soon. However, the answer to will there be more difficult content coming for veteran players was a blunt yes. So expect more difficult content in some way soon. Maybe even as soon as the season after Mutiny. Who knows? But it was a solid yes, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do that. I'm not expecting new raids. I'm not expecting new incursions. I'm not even expecting new legendaries. But what are they going to do for the veteran player that wants extra challenge at this point in the game? They said they had a few ideas, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And this is probably something that's coming sooner rather than later, from the way he just sat there and said yes. But that's all for yesterday's recap. That's everything that the live stream did. Pretty much went over. The PTS is this Friday. It's gonna be, you should be able to preload it now, I think, or maybe tomorrow, Thursday. You can play it from this Friday. It'll probably go until Monday, and then sometimes they have a second PTS, sometimes they don't. But if you want to get on it and play with all these new features, a new companion, a new exotics, new brand set or whatnot, I'm gonna get on myself and do some videos to give you some more information over the weekend of the modifiers in full, but also the journey, stuff like that. We've got a new seasonal journey that they normally release in the PTS. We can have a look at what that looks like, and we'll go more in depth this weekend. But thank you for watching this one today. Don't forget to hit like and comment down below to support the video on the algorithm. Subscribe for more content if you're new here. And until next time, take care.